So, how is everyone today? Oh, sorry. Okay. So, yesterday I had a podcast with Zeph, I and Nomi. So, I was not able to do the normally every 2 weeks visual novel stream. So, I'm doing today at this time because that way I can read Ari after. But yeah, today we are going back to Dark Knights, trying to get the second Bed's Dead ending with Zeikun. And oh, I'm yawning so much. And I slept okay, beside the cramp that I got on my leg. It waked me in the middle of the night. Um, yeah, we are just gonna do Dark Knights. Try to go through Zeikun's routes. I think I still need to do the prologue. I didn't do it last time, I believe. So, oh my god, really? Yeah, for the let's just switch and go. So, as usual, I'm gonna see what I have unlocked new. From Zeikun's, there is no new image. It's same thing for others, no new image. But we have three new image in cutscenes. We have Shane threatening us. We have us dying, fighting the enemy with an umbrella. It looks so cool in here. And we have us threatening Kaishi. It was something. I like that the art style on the cutscenes part is a little bit different, and we can see that compared to the other ones is really different. For example, if I came here and do this, or for example, this is just Kratos laying down compared to this or this. Ah, here. This is the one we unlocked. Hero with an umbrella. Does this also do something? I'm curious. Oh, I did start a prologue. Okay, I did start a prologue. As usual, the silence of my house is so heavy. I can feel it making my shoulders sag. I live alone because my parents work overseas. They are usually busy, but they still call me whenever they can. It is not like I miss them, but it is boring to always be alone. I used to have many hobbies, but as soon as I grew up, they started to feel pointless. At some point, they all become repetitive. I do not want to spend my life in an endless cycle in the same routine, as if I'm not doing that right now. For the time being, I will just stay as I am. This village has always been quiet. Aside from the same holidays every year, there is not much going on. I wish something exciting will happen. Actually, perhaps I can make my own excitement. I can try something new. Unless my fate has already been decided for me. If I could, I would rewrite this boring village. I think I forgot something. There was something I wanted to do. Ah, that mysterious mansion. I'm too sleepy right now. So tired. My eyelids feel heavy, and before I know it, I am fast asleep. The next day.
Tiviana!
What is it, Takuya?
Did you get in a fight with another student yesterday?
Why do you ask? Just because of my voice.
There is a rumor that you roughed up a freshman yesterday for no reason.
Seriously? That brat. I should have reported him.
Of course I'm on your side. I don't believe you would do such a thing.
A part of it is actually true, but to be fair, he was stalking me and being very forceful, so I simply defended myself. A dark-haired boy walks toward us. His name is Ryoji. Like Ikoya, I met him in primary school. Divyana, there's a difference between self-defense and assault. I doubt Mr. Class President will ever understand. You really do remind me of a wild rose. If I grew roots in this place, I'd die of boredom.
Oh, this reminds me of that time from 2 years ago. You know, when we beat up those seniors?
It wasn't like I wanted to do it. Besides, I only got involved because they started acing all of the freshmen. It's not my fault I couldn't hold back. Try to be nicer to your fellow students. Fine, I'll do my best. You should care more about your reputation.
Aren't you afraid that you won't be able to make friends now that the rumor is going around?
I didn't intend to make friends with the freshmen anyway.
You always seem so bored. Meeting new people or falling in love will make your life much more exciting.
No comment. Shortly afterwards, we begin to prepare for our trip to the forest. Our history teacher will be our guide. He supposedly wants to show us a class. Why am I yawning so much? He supposedly wants to show the class monuments he'll learn about in class. He claims pictures in books are nothing compared to the real thing. The monument we will be visiting is only a 15-minute walk from our school. Yuki is clearly not looking forward to this trip. She has been holding my hands tightly the whole time. Everyone, don't stray from your path. You don't want to get lost. Make sure not to disturb the wildlife either. Yes, this field trip turned out to be even more educational than I expected. I've never seen this place before. Well, not recently. I got lost during a class picnic once when I was in primary school. This looks different from what I remember.
Ryoji, have you heard about the demon in the forest?
You mean, yeah, everyone in the neighborhood is talking about it. Apparently, the rumor started after some tourists went missing on a trip there.
Do you think they're true?
Oh my god, no, it's weird. I don't know. I've never seen a demon before. Don't they only exist in legends?
They say there's a truth behind every legend.
This village has many tales, but I doubt they're all true.
If it's true, I hope our little demon friend doesn't hit people.
Even if it does, it wouldn't eat you. You'd taste too bad. Okay, punches Ryoji. Wow! Ow! I was just kidding. Quick giggles at his reaction. Why is the school taking us to a forest where a man-eating demon freely roams around anyway? The teachers don't believe the rumors. They think it's just the media stance, and I know this because my dad told me. I guess we'll have to see what that happens. There is one thing I'd like to warn you about.
What is it?
It's not public information yet, but recently a few villagers went missing in the middle of the night. No trace of them found. It's as if they just vanished.
Oh my goodness!
For real?
I sure won't be walking around alone again.
If we're added in this interaction, I can walk you home. You could also ask your brother to pick you up.
My brother? No, not him.
Why?
He's from the elite class. He stands out too much.
Well, if all eyes are on you, no one's gonna make a move.
But being picked up like a kindergartner? Sorry, but...
Anyway, even though this news wasn't been officially released yet, you should be more careful. Why am I getting so sleepy? I don't want my friends to get hurt. I'll be fine. Anyway, should we ask Mr. Blanchard about a demon rumor?
Don't mention it, you're ruining the mood.
Let me ask him. We eavesdrop on the edge of this conversation. Excuse me, Mr. Blanchard. You know anything about the demon rumors? Oh, yes, well... The teacher lets out a sigh and scratches the top of his head. You don't believe in them, do you? Not in the slightest. This forest is home to many different species of animals. Some silly people probably mistook one for a demon. Besides, there is no proof of their existence. The legends about this forest were just stories made up to scare little children. What about the missing tourists? Would you call their disappearance a coincidence? I don't think they disappeared. It is very easy to get lost in the forest without a map or a guide. That's what probably happened to them. A rescue team will find them soon. Just stay with the group and you won't have anything to worry about. I see.
What did Mr. Blanchard say?
He believes it's all made up. I don't believe a thing about this demon. Still, the rumors have picked up my curiosity. There's at least a grain of truth to every story. Something must have caused the villagers to feel restless. Hey, what do you guys think about doing a little expedition of our own? That sounds interesting.
But those missing tourists, what if we get lost too?
Don't worry, I have a map, and we can always signal for help with the torch.
Really? You'll set the forest on fire with that. Why would you even carry one of those? This isn't the Middle Ages.
Just kidding, I got a phone with me.
Can you even get the signal out here? Mr. Blanchett will...
Don't worry, Koya, I'm sure everything will go smoothly. If anything does happen, you can blame it on me.
Huh. Sure, but that doesn't guarantee our safety.
Stop overthinking it. What are the chances of anything bad happening? It will be just a walk in the park. The worst thing that could happen to us is getting lost.
Of course that would be the worst.
Don't tell me you're planning for it to happen. Nah, it just occurs to me. I haven't been to the forest in a while. This place looked worse in my memories. Yeah, this place looks too nice for a demon to live in. While we are here, we can look for the missing tourists. Well, I'm up for it. Come with us, Ikuya. I think it will be fine. Fun.
Fine. Fine.
My voice is not cooperating for Ikoy right now. Everyone gather together and let's go. The students line up in small groups. The teacher makes sure everyone is present before moving on. Psst! When do we sneak out? Let's head to the back of the line. You won't be able to see us there. As the group follows the path, we go to the other way. A few minutes later, we end up at a fork in a path. Look, a crossroad.
Which path should we take?
According to the map, the right path goes further into the forest, while the left one leads to a waterfall. Let's go to the waterfall. Let me just take note of this so I don't forget like last time. Left is right. Waterfall. Let's go to the waterfall. I don't think there is anything of interest among more trees anyway. Excited, Leo just skips ahead. After a few minutes of walking, we reach the waterfall. A large shimmering lake ringed by lily pads rests at the bottom of it. The cliff face of the waterfall also has a bed of rocks lined along it, providing easy access to the other side of the water. The water is so clear, I can't see the bottom.
Wow, it's huge! The water looks so sparkly. I want to jump right in.
You get excited over the simplest things, don't you? There might be dangerous animals or bacteria in the water. If you jump into it, you'll probably be eaten alive.
Ew, you always ruin my fun.
Yashi chuckled at her reaction. I took a closer look at the lake. I can hear the sound of birds singing, but there does not seem to be any other animals around.
These rocks could serve as perfect seats. Diviana, come over here.
I'm going to explore for a bit. I'll be back soon. We'll be waiting here. Don't go too far, okay? I know, don't worry. I skip over the right side of the waterfall, trying to see what might be behind the stream of water. To my surprise, there seems to be a hidden cave. From the corner of my eye, I notice a shadow moving in the bushes. It moves so fast that my eyes cannot make out what it is. It does not help that I was not paying attention. Whatever it was, I'm pretty sure it just went into the cave. I looked toward the entrance and noticed another path of rocks leading inside. Curiosity gets the best of me, compelling me to take a look. I carefully make my way across the rocks. After I manage to get behind the waterfall, I peer around the cave. I cannot see anything in the darkness. The sound of falling water echoes around me. I wish I had my phone with me so I could use it as a flashlight. What could be hid back there? I know I saw something heavy a moment ago, but I can't see anything. Was it just my imagination? I tried to shout, but the sound of crashing water overpowered my voice. As I walked deeper into the cave, I tried again. Hello? Is anybody there? I call out a third time, but I can only hear the echo of my voice. I hear footsteps behind me. Surprised, I turn around. Shadow stands at the entrance. Who is there? I can tell from the person viewed that he is a man, but to the darkness, I cannot make out his facial expressions. Who are you? shouts again, this time louder. Who are you? Stop yelling, I'm not deaf. The man suddenly starts walking towards me. Surprised by his movements, I step back. I slip on the wet, uneven surface and fall flat onto the ground. Ouch! A hand reaches out to me, and I'm surprised by the man's kindness. Light suddenly filters through the waterfall, and I can finally see his face. Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. I take his hand and pull myself up. He gazes at me with his narrow violet eyes, but I am more drawn to the longing, crimson hair he has tied into a loosened braid. The man's delicate facial features contrast with his muscular torso and wide shoulders. He's wearing old traditional clothing. In particular, the collar around his neck raises a lot of questions. I have never encountered anyone like him in the village. You're disturbing the peace with your shouting. That was so blunt and rude. You didn't answer me. I'm guessing you're one of the tourists. So I need to do a little break. I don't know why I need to move a little bit to wake up because I'm feeling really sleepy for some reason. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I really don't know what happened. Oh, I slept, I was fine until starting streaming and that far starting to feel like, I don't know, I just started yawning a little bit before starting stream. Doris, can't you see I'm a student? How did you discover this cave? Are you lost? No, I wanted to follow the path outside and never come back. This is a private property. Wait, who are you? And what are you doing here? How did you know about the tourists? And don't ask so many questions at once. Don't just cut me off. Answer me. Never mind that. Go back to your group already. But the man roughly grabs me by the wrist and pulls me back to the cave entrance. Hey! Stay away from this place. The man forcibly pushes me out of the cave. I turn around to complain, but he's already gone. He disappeared as mysteriously as he appeared. What a rude guy. It's not like he owns the cave or anything. This reminds me of how I treated that first year kid. At least I gave him a chance to explain. This person was just... If no one is allowed to go in there, then what about the crimson-haired man? You seem to know about the tourists too. After letting out a heavy sigh, I hop back across the rocks to Lyoji and Ikuya. Hey, Diviana, back already? Did you find anything interesting? Nope. I met a weird guy, but it doesn't seem worth mentioning to Ikuya and Lyoji.
Maybe demons don't live here after all.
Jeez, Ikuya, are you giving up already? Of course a demon won't show up itself so easily. We should keep looking around.
No! I'm tired. Let's go back to the group before Mr. Blanchett notices we're gone.
Did Mr. Blanchett ever talk about the forest during history class? Can't remember. That's because you're always asleep during history class. That's not true. I do pay attention. Sometimes. My friends chuckle. It has been a long day. My feet hurt from all the walking. I'm still curious about what secrets the forest has. That crimson-haired guy in particular bothers me. He wasn't dressed like a tower guide. Not that I've heard about any towers in the forest. Tours. Digging into this, it makes me more confused. Perhaps I should stop here. Like he said, it's none of my business. There is no fretting over it. Even as one mystery fades, however, another one appears. The abandoned madhouse from yesterday pops up in my mind. I did plan on going there again, and it does not seem to be raining right now. I'll glance at the time. It reads 8 p.m. It is already dark outside. My feet still hurt, but the house isn't that far. I grab my jacket once I decide to go. The streets are completely empty, making the village seem like it has been abandoned. Everyone must already be home from work or school. A few minutes later, I reach the old house. It looks exactly the same as last time. Even though it did not rain today, it's still surrounded by that eerie mist. The previous owner must have been very rich for the construction of this mansion, especially with all its fine details. It shouldn't be a problem if I look around. The house looks larger and older than now that I am close. I inspect the big chains locking the doors. They are not old and rusty like I expected. They seem like they were put on recently. Perhaps the residence has a new owner? Suddenly, I hear a sigh from behind me. I quickly turn around and locate the source of the sound. There is someone sitting on the edge of a fountain. He blends so well with the dreary mist that I had not noticed him when I first entered. I slowly approach the man. Up close, I notice he looks near my age. He is most likely from the same school as me, but I have never seen him before. His uniform design is not one I recognize. Perhaps he's part of the elite class, like Yuko's brother. Oh, I just realized Jun is our age. Jun might be our age because I remember Roya being older than him, I think 1 year older than him. And Roya is the same age as Kuratu, and Kuratu is 1 year older than us. So Jun must be our age. If you don't take in consideration that he's from the 18th century, of course. Each elite student wears a different custom designed uniform, making it difficult to be certain they even attend our school. To complement their unique uniforms, the elite class also has special rules. It's starting again. But I never bothered looking into them. Its members hardly appear at school, so only a few of us have ever seen their faces. Needless to say, there are many rumors about that class. According to Ikuya, you need to have very high grades to qualify. But there might be more to it than that. Many students have it as status. Hello? The guy flinches and looks at me, startled. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, I do not mind. My apologies for not noticing you earlier. May I sit here? Am I guess? Could it be the shadow I saw yesterday? Do you come here often? It sounds like a cheesy pickup line, but I don't know what else to say. I do. This place has an interesting atmosphere. He looks away from me. The warm copper of his gaze is thoughtful. Something about him feels off. I'm not sure, but is he sad? I can't really read his expression. What about you? Well, I can't tell him that I saw something strange here the other night and came to investigate. I'd sound weird. I never noticed how interesting this place was before, so I thought I'd come take a closer look. At this hour? I like going for walks at night. Ah, likewise. The man's expression clears up and he smiles. Would you like to go for a walk with me then? Sure. It's odd that someone would offer to go for a walk with a person they just met. It does seem friendly and polite though. He stands up and we follow a path through the garden. Unlike the rest of the garden, this path is not covered with weeds. The ground is even and well trod. As we walk, he points out the statues hidden away by unusual shrubs and flowers I have not seen before. He does it so naturally. It is as if he owns this place. The moonlight and starry sky illuminate the view, which makes it even more beautiful. I never expected to find beauty in abandoned places like this. The man smiles mysteriously at my comment. You seem to know about this mansion, a lot about this mansion. I would be happy to answer any questions you have. Do you know who put the chains on the doors? His eyes swivel away from mine again. The man hesitates to speak. I seem to have found my answer. I do not know about it. I guess he doesn't want to say. He looks flustered. Maybe I shouldn't push any further right now. It's getting late. I should go home. Have a good night. As I head back to the front yard, I realize that I have not asked the man's name. I turn back and try to find him, but he's already gone. The weekend finally arrives in the morning. I make myself breakfast and sit on the couch. While throwing on some toast, I open the newspaper. Oh my god, my back cracked with that one. Need to hydrate too. I do not have any real leads for the disappearance yet, but I have to catch up with the news. It is full of the usual advertisements, but now it actually has decent news articles. I browse through hoping to find something interesting. My eyes stop at a page with numerous sketches. The reports of missing persons are increasing. In just a few days, it has reached the point where the police can no longer suppress a public outcry. I study their profiles and try to find the commonality, but there does not seem to be one. Age, gender, appearance, occupation, address. No, nothing heads up. This is going nowhere. I recognize some of these people, but I don't think they knew each other. Then again, it was that easy. The cops would have solved the cases already. I thought people disappeared without a trace. They must have gone into hiding or were kidnapped. The thought of someone I know suddenly disappearing is scary. These crimes, or whatever they are, have to stop at some point. How long can this go on? I flip a page and find an article about an attempted homicide. The local reported that she heard a distressed scream late at night. According to her, the attacker ran off when she reached the scene. She also stated she managed to take a picture. When she noticed the victim was still alive, she called the emergency service and waited for the ambulance to arrive. Witness, I can't believe someone did such a inhuman thing. This is unforgivable. Further details on this case are below. Attached to the article is a blurry photo the witness took of the suspect with her cell phone. Nothing about her appearance is distinguishable. It will be difficult to identify them. The description says the victim had been missing for a week before the incident took place. Put the newspaper aside and take a sip of my tea. News really spread quickly in this village, no matter how grisly it is. Rumors pop up as quickly. I would not be surprised if people are already talking about who the attacker might be. While distasteful, those same rumors became trails that lead back to the criminals, allowing the crimes to be resolved just as quickly. I want to help track down these people, but I'm not sure I'd make a difference. For now, I should keep an eye out for anything suspicious. I absent-mindedly eat the rest of my breakfast. I should take a walk to clear my mind. Going to the park sounds like a good idea.
Hi Swoosh, how are you? Thank you for the lurk.
I look up at the bright blue sky. Gentle winds blow the puffy clouds about. As I walk down the road, an advertisement on a building catches my attention. Wanted, exorcist. Exorcist? Do ghosts even exist? Announcement. Recently there have been sightings of ghosts within the village. We are looking for exorcists to deal with them. Seriously? I don't think anything remotely supernatural has ever happened here. And now people are supposedly seeing apparitions? Sightings of ghosts. Sure. The park is practically empty, despite it being in the middle of the afternoon. There is only one person, a boy, on the entire block. He seems to have noticed me too, but I do not pay further attention to him. I sit on a nearby bench and close my eyes, enjoying the silence. Weird things are happening in this village. It's interesting, but a bit concerning too. I hope Ryoji and Ikuyo will be fine. Ah, this is my day off. I didn't come here to find anything to worry about. The wind blows gently on my cheeks while I enjoy the warm sunlight on my skin. I clear my mind of all thoughts and focus on my breathing. They say this technique helps to relieve stress. A moment later, a figure blocks the sunlight. I open my eyes and notice a silver-haired boy standing in front of me.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
Can you tell me where the haunted house is?
Haunted house? I've never heard of one around here.
I'm sure it's supposed to be nearby, but I can't find it.
I recall the advertisement from earlier. Only exorcists or junkies would actively seek haunted houses. He looks too young to get the job, but the alternative seems more than likely, given his innocent demeanor. But why are you searching for it? Are you an exorcist? The boy looks confused, blinking innocently. No? Do exorcists normally live around here? I don't know, but I just saw an advertisement looking for applications. The boy purses his lips, his expression flustered. Is something wrong? I must find the haunted house. Before I can say anything, the boy runs away. I wonder what that was about. I pull out a booklet from my pocket and start to read. It's a romance novel that I borrowed from Ikuya. Even though this genre is not my cup of tea, she insisted that I would enjoy it. I expected it to be something cheesy from the start, but so far nothing romantic has happened. The story feels more like a slice of life piece. Perhaps that is why Ikuya recommended it. Suddenly the sky becomes cloudy. Is it going to rain again? Time to go home then. As I am leaving the park, I notice a boy from earlier lurking on the ground, his face against the dirt. Did he collapse? Quickly, I go to him and kneel down. Hey, are you okay? What happened? I don't have much time. What do you mean? The boy passes out before we can reply. Hey, don't pass out here. What should I do? I panic as I look around, but nobody else is in the park. I have no way of placing an emergency call. Thankfully, it does not look that bad. I have no choice. I can't leave him here when it's about to rain. The clouds become darker with every passing minute. When I look up, I feel cold raindrops on my face. I manage to carry the boy to a dry spot under a tree before the rain starts pouring. I'm surprised by how easy it is. He weighs less than you would assume by looking at him. Why did he faint? Does he have some sort of illness? Maybe I should take him to a hospital. Well, it will have to wait until after the rain stops. I don't want to risk him getting any sicker. The rain creates a curtain around the tree, a few drops sneaking between the leaves to land on us. That was an unlucky day. I bow my head to look at the boy. Oh, he has such an adorable baby face. How old could he be? I bet he's way younger than me. His hair looks so soft. I want to touch it. Just then, the boy slowly opened his eyes. Are you okay? The man mumbled something before closing his eyes again. Hey! Warrior gently shook his shoulder and woke him up. He immediately opened his eyes and crawled away from me. So sorry, I thought. Oh, it's you. Right. Rubbing the back of his neck, he walks away, embarrassed. He's the odd one, but it's kinda cute. It's okay. Do you feel do you feel better? Yes, I'm fine. The boy fixes his scarf and pats down his hair. He beams reassuringly at me. The boy looks up at the gray sky, surprised by what he sees. It is raining. I could have sworn it was sunny earlier. The drunk pour started right after he passed out. All right. Thanks for taking care of me. He turns towards me and gives me a warm smile. Let's wait here until it stops raining. Are you really okay? I got worried when I saw you on the ground. I thought something happened to you. Oh, it's not a big deal. I'm just a little tired. It's nothing to worry about. Passing out from exhaustion is very serious. We should get you to the doctor. No. I feel a lot better now. He shakes his head and widely waves around his arms, as if to prove that he's okay. He raises a brow. I suspect he is afraid of doctors. Even so, I cannot force him to go anywhere. What is your name? Tashiro. Nice to meet you, Tashiro. You can call me Diviana. You mentioned a haunted house before. Can you tell me more about it? It's just a regular place, but people say it's haunted for some reason. Wouldn't you normally try to stay away from a place like that? It's just I've lost something important there. Which means you've been there before. Hi Jake, how are you? Okay, thank God. In a way, it's good that this is a visual novel, so I'll just translate the dialogue. But yeah, let me just drink water and put on the timer. I understand you. Like, I slept, but I don't know why. A little bit before I started streaming, I started feeling like really sleepy. So it's been. I did a break. I also went to drink a little bit of coffee. I was fine, and now it's starting to kick again the sleepiness. So I don't know. But yeah. Os 5 minutos começam agora e eu vou estar a falar português e ninguém vai perceber nada. Yay! Yeah, mas eu não me lembro de muito. Podes dizer-me o que é que perdeste? Apenas uma coisa importante para mim. Oh meu Deus. Por favor, descansa. Please rest, Jake, please. Meu Deus do céu. Hashiro? Sim? Antes de desmaiares, tu disseste uma coisa do tipo: não tenho muito tempo. O que é que queres dizer? Eu disse? Yeah. Sashiro coça a cabeça. Eu só preciso encontrar a minha coisa rapidamente. Ah, ok. Also, I'm sorry, I need to think the translation because we changed some words from position. No! Harry, I'm with the 5 minutes Portuguese reading. Wait a minute, let me put this on pause. Wait, let me put this on pause. Okay. Hi, Harry. How are you stream?
What's up, Doc?
Okay. Jig, please don't forget to take care of yourself. And hi, Ari. And who came in, Ari Raid. How are you? How was your stream? I was lurking there for a bit. Let me just shout out people. And I was with the Portuguese with him, so I had to put it on pause. I still have 3 minutes left, so I'll go back to that where I'm just literally translating the text because, yeah, um, ooh, how was the visual novel? How was the visual novel? So Dark Knight is more like mysterious thriller visual novel type. Is a little bit different from the previous one I played. That was more like fantasy fairy tale based. This is mysterious. It's from what I read from the creator. You can follow order to slowly understand what is going on. Also, I forgot to say, but thank you for the follow. Or you can just find out from the beginning by doing one specific guy's route. Meanwhile, right now I'm going for I'm getting little hints here and there because there is a lot of supernatural things happening in the village of the main character. But for example, if we have 4 boys, the last one explains everything. As far as I went to, the first 2 have only parts related to it. So yeah, it's still a little bit confusing. I still need to go further in the different routes and the different characters to really understand what is going on. But there is a lot of supernatural stuff and cursed people. What I need to do first is saying hi to all of you, and then I go back to the 5 minutes Portuguese redeem because I will just read whatever it is right in the game. Yeah, in this game, yes, I need to do all the routes. I normally already do all the routes because I want to get all the endings. But in this game, if you really want to understand the story, you need to do all the routes. Or you just do Drunuru's route and you're done. But yeah, I'm putting Drunuru for the last. Also, I didn't say it, but Ari is going to be after my stream. Ari and we came in Ari raid. If you need to go, Lord, take care of yourself. Please feel free to do so. I'm not holding anyone against your will. I'm not pointing any guns. For who doesn't know me, my name is Viviana Luna Lepus. The Origin for short. I'm a human air hybrid, a normal dual, art and craft streams, productive streams, or gaming streams I can do right now. If anyone is interested, wait a minute, I put a double S. If anyone is interested, these are my social medias, and I'm also part of Virtually Magazine, a magazine for VTubers from VTubers. And I think that's all, yeah. And now you all understand. Oh wait a minute, I still have the music from last time that I streamed, but and right now for 3 minutes we'll not understand anything I'm saying unless you read whatever it is written on the game, because I'm continuing my Portuguese rhythm. So, yeah. Okay. We sit. Ok, wait. Let me translate para português. Nós sentamos lado a lado a ver a chuva. Eu olho de relance para o rapaz. Eu não sei o que é que aconteceu, mas ele parece mais pálido que antes. E ele parece que está a apreciar a paisagem em frente a nós. Não demora muito até o céu clarear e a chuva parar. Espero que consigas tomar conta de ti. Vou para casa. Eu tomo. Talvez eu possa te ajudar a procurar a casa assombrada mais tarde. Isso seria incrível. Não, espera. Isso seria bastante simpático da tua parte. Eu venho aqui bastante em algum caso de uma vez queiras se encontrar. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, Aggie. Ok. Vejo-te mais tarde, talvez, então. Até logo. Eu olho para um monte de livros na minha secretária. Ainda tenho bastante trabalhos de casa para fazer. E quer queira ou não, eu tenho de os acabar. Goodbye, Harry. Have a nice dinner. Yeah, language. I'm Portuguese. Thank you for the care package as well. Isto está a ficar difícil. Talvez eu deva prestar mais atenção nas aulas do Sr. Blanchett. Os últimos dias têm sido éticos com todos os estranhos que eu tenho encontrado no meu caminho. Mas estou feliz porque pelo menos eu fiz um novo amigo. Oh my god. Ah, yes. Yes. Airy becoming an airport is. Okay, 5 minutes are done. Airy becoming an airport is. It's something. I can feel Airy coming up with a joke on that. It's okay, don't worry, Aggie. It's funny. And knowing Airy, if she wasn't going to have preparing to dinner right now, she would have made a joke with that. The last few days have been attic with all the strangers. Okay, I read this. I forgot. I read that in Portuguese. Ugh. How can I work like this? I try to focus on the textbooks, but my mind keeps wandering. The man by the old house, the guy in the cave, and odd Sashir from the park. Even though I only spoke with them for a short time, they have piqued my curiosity. God, I give up. I want to find out what is going on in the village. I wonder what Lioji is up to. Maybe I should call him. I dialed his number, but the call goes to his voicemail. I guess that he's still busy with each after-work activities. I could call Ikuya and tell her what happened, but it will only get her worked up, so I brush the idea aside. I throw myself on my bed and close my eyes. Ah, this feels a lot better. A moment later, I hear knocking on my window. Annoyed, I get up and check the source of the noise. I find myself being waved at. What? Let me in! Who the hell are you, and what are you doing up here? Hurry! Get down first. Just let me in. What's wrong with this guy? He's killed my house. Seriously, how can a stranger expect me to let him into my room through the window? He must be the worst burglar ever. I'm not stupid enough to fall for such an obvious trap. I ignore him and lay back down on my bed. It is common sense not to let strangers in your house. The knocking stops after a moment. It seems like he has finally given up. Silently, I go back to my bed. I cannot help but worry about what happened to the guy clinging to the side of my house. Maybe I should check on him and get a ladder or something. I lean outside of my living room window and look up. Strange. I can see the window of my room, but there is no one outside. I shrug and turn back, going to my room. I am shocked by the sight of a man laying on my bed. Oh my... How? You... Huh? How did you get in here? Are you a burglar? I'll call the police. I frantically search my phone for my phone. Within a second, the man has me by the wrists and pins me against a wall. Wait, it's a misunderstanding. Whoa! I desperately squirm around, trying to break his hold on me. The stranger lowers his head and looks me in the eyes. Calm down, let me explain. Let me go, you creep. As if I'm going to listen to anything you say. I prepare to kick him, but he releases me and backs away. How did you get into my house? Hi, Oni. How are you? I like that Oni always arrives in this game on the best situations. Oh my god, I love that emote. That is a new emote, isn't it? I don't remember seeing that emote before. It's so pretty. God. Good morning. Don't forget to get breakfast. Amina has been having some great ideas for emotes and others questionable ones because I still have some questions about her emotes. Hmm. It might be late like that, but at the same time, you are still more or less around the normal time you start streaming, so technically, you are not late. You are still on time. Oh, is the one you are holding a plushie? Because I saw you doing that on stream. Yeah, plushie, not cat. For some, my mind just went to plushie. Okay, I didn't saw you animating it. I saw you start doing it. So cute. Is you with Chichi? Ah, Yukiku. Oh my god, my. I'm sorry for butchering that name. And for some reason, I was going to shout out Eri again because I saw Eri raise. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate. Yeah, you're holding Chichi. They're just swinging Chichi everywhere. Yeah, it's Yukiko, but I just I don't know. I saw a mix of letters. I don't know. My brain just didn't work there. I'm sorry. Oh, oh, Aggie, you did a mistake. You said Persona 4. I never played or watched Persona. I'm sorry. Hi, Kobe. Hi, Kobe. How are you? I ate early or later breakfast, if we want to say that today on purpose. Um, you go eat. It's lunchtime. You go eat. But yeah, I got breakfast later today on purpose. But I also got like a more consistent. Like I made banana pancakes yesterday, so I could eat today before starting stream. And so I had like 8 pancake stack something. I don't know. I ate some. Still have some ready. Drank milk. Um, yeah, yeah. So I'll be here the 3 hours. You can't stop me. Thank you for that, pet. Wow. Wow, that's how you arrive. Poor Eggy didn't do anything to you. Thank you for the hugs. I'm not cute, Ani, but Ani is cute. Oh, thank you for the beats. I appreciate it. Oh, we are traumatizing Eggy. Oh. Hobby, you still need to eat. Ani also go get breakfast. Um, I'm not cute. I will let you bully Eggy because just because I also have been eating a lot of eggs. I'm sorry. Thank you for the resub, Eggy. I'm not cute. Look, in my defense, I don't buy eggs. I have family members with chickens. I need to eat the eggs or they will go bad. No, we don't crack eggs. We pat the egg like this. And I also do this because Ani deserves it. Shad, please control yourself. Thank you for the gift subs, but please control yourself. Like, prioritize yourself first, and you know, we are in the end of the month, so bills will start appearing. Pay those bills first, then get some good food, you know? But thank you. It's okay. We are in the end of the month, which means you would also get paid. I don't know. I don't know where the time went. I actually needed a little bit more time in May. I don't know. Eggy wish to live in the fridge. There was an open window in another room. I have to be more careful. Can I stay here? A sudden request makes me speechless. Yeah, yeah. It's it's just because like I needed literally a little bit more time in May to sort some stuff, but we'll see. Oh, what? That came out of nowhere. Are you joking? No, no, it's okay. It's okay. It just I don't even know what to call it because it's personal, but it's also not like oh, it's super personal thing. It's just like sorting life out because the world is messed up. The world is messed up. Thank you for that, Pet. But like the world is messed up to the point where it's very difficult for my generation and some generations of the people that is in chat that at least I know that they are around my age or older. Um, and the world is really messed up for us, and it's really difficult for us to live in it right now. And people don't make it easy. People don't make it easy. And the worst part is like when our parents or grandparents compare to their times, and you go see how much money they won and how much things costed compared to nowadays, and we've been called lazy just because we don't want to be over, just because nowadays we have to overwork to earn like the minimum, and we are sometimes barely treated as people. It's messed up because older generations messed it up, and now we have to and now they are leaving us to fix it, and our generation just like we have to deal with your mess because we don't want the younger generations to have it messed up like you messed up for us, kind of thing. I'm sorry, I'm growing too much into like economics and politics, and this is going to end up like really bad for all of us because I don't like arguments. And I feel like with my luck, someone will appear here with an argument about it, and I'm like, I don't have any energy for that. I'm just gonna focus on my 2D boys right now. So yeah, thank you for that, Pat. I appreciate it. I'm serious. This person changes instantly, earnest and almost somber. I have never met anyone who switches moods this quickly. No way, I don't even know you. And you attacked me. Oh, we got a chest. I forgot there was a hype train happening. What is that? Frog. Oh my god, I got a frog. I need to send it to Amina. Amina. I need to use a frog and send it to Amina. I'm sorry, Oni. I never I didn't say Oni. I said I'm sorry, Oni. I need to send it to Amina because Oni has a really bad experience with frogs. And because of that I typed frog instead of Amina. Okay, we can go back to the 2D boys. I didn't knew, but now I know. I didn't know, but now I know. Okay. That actually happened some time before as well. Like, one time when I was talking to Nomi, and Lupu heard her name instead. So yeah. Maybe not, but I know you. And anyway, I wasn't trying to hurt you. He sighs and shakes his head. I don't remember meeting this guy. Wait, could it be? No, never mind. Get out of my room, you creepy stalker. Huh? I've been demoted to a stalker now? Either way, you're a pervert. A burglar, a stalker, and a pervert? It really stings, you know? I grab the closest thing I have, a book, and hurl it at him. Get out of here! Go away! Wait, I wasn't finished. Get out now! He dodges my next projectile before slinking towards the window. Calm down, no need to get aggressive. First, you broke into my house, and then you assaulted me. Now you ask me if you can stay here. My answer is obvious. There's nothing wrong with asking, right? What the? The man lets out a heavy sigh. Fine, if you don't want me to stay, then. He gives me a sad glance before jumping out the window. Oh my lord! I didn't say you had to jump out! I rush to the window only to find the weird smirking at me from the ground. Oh, you do care about me. You jerk! Don't you dare come here again! Who knows what the future holds? Well, see you later. My eyes follow the figure as he walks through the street and out of sight. I'm relieved that he did not steal anything, though my heart is still racing from the shock. It's the first time I've met such an oddball. These days are getting weird and weirder. Didn't seem all that dangerous though. He left easily enough to. Wait a second, something is off. Why go through such lengths just to ask me if we could stay here? I know it's easy to climb on the landing, but this is just odd. I wonder what his intentions were. I shake my head and sigh. More questions bubble up as I think. Calm down, Diviana. You shouldn't dwell on this. The weekend passes quickly, and I'm back at school on Monday. My mind is filled with flashbacks from the past few days. I met a suspicious forest ruler, a mysterious gentleman, and a frail younger boy. Not to mention the weirdo snuck into my house. I cannot help but find such odd, suspicious people interesting.
Ugh!
Hi, Kuya!
I called it out to you a few times, silly. Were you asleep?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
You should try to stay awake during class.
But the lectures are boring. Mr. Blanchard is so repetitive.
Oh, really? You explained some useful things this time.
Like what?
Nope, you should have been listening. Anyway, do you have any plans for the day?
Well, I'm thinking about scoping out a mansion.
Oh, tell me more.
You know the road to the library?
Of course, what about it?
There's a creepy old mansion in that neighborhood. It never struck me before, but don't you think it's strange that it's been abandoned for so long? Nobody thought of revamping or demolishing it, even when it's empty?
That's a good point.
I've heard a few rumors about the place before, but I haven't looked into them much. It was only because of that shadow I saw that really has me intrigued.
That old mansion is part of the many legends of this village. All I know is that it used to belong to the Kanjuri family. I don't even think anyone owns it right now.
I could have sworn I heard something else during history class.
Hehehe. Seriously interested in history, huh?
I probably shouldn't involve Ikuya in this further. I know she hates haunted places, and given the atmosphere, she wouldn't enjoy this very much.
Did you hear about the murder the teachers keep gossiping about? They say the suspect is likely someone who moved into the village not so long ago. They didn't say why though.
Let me drink.
I think that's wrong though. Everyone always uses new residents as a scapegoat. Don't you think that's too unfair?
I don't think so. It narrows down the list of possible suspects.
Happy Yaji!
It makes sense because no one knows the newcomers very well. They're naturally the most suspicious for now. We are a small community, so it's easy to tell when and why things change. You can see what lies below the surface. Ryoji's method does narrow down possible suspects, but I don't agree with using new residents as scapegoats. I'm helping my dad with this case. He asked me to collect a list of people who moved into the village within the last 6 months. If anyone comes to mind, let me know. I'd really help us out. I don't really agree with your method, but I will let you know if I think of anyone. Thanks for the help.
Diviana, you can stay over at my place while they are investigating.
You live alone, right? You should seriously think about it. I'm fine. Thanks for the offer, though. Now, the opening. And the vibe to it. I stare at the ceiling while lying on the couch. I think about what Ikuya and Ryoji said earlier. Someone not from this village. Just in these past few days, I've met four faces I've never seen before. Any of them could have moved here around the same time those disappearances started. It's possible that one of them is involved. Against my better judgment, I cannot help but want to investigate them further. On my own. The excitement is overwhelming. Who should I investigate first? The odd guy in the forest? Why did I think about him? I imagine him standing before me. His crimson hair was remarkable. I should keep an eye on him. The disappearance started with a tourist in the forest, after all. He asked me if I was a tourist, so he must know something about them. He also said the cave in the waterfall was dangerous. It can't be a mere coincidence. I'm thinking of paying him a visit. I'm sure I'll find some clues. I grab my jacket and head to the forest. Since it's the chapter. It is not difficult to find my way. The field trip is still fresh in my memory. Last time I saw the crimson-haired man, it was in that cave. I may have a chance to meet him again if I head over there. I followed the path to the point where it splits in two. Ryoji told me that one road leads to the waterfall and the other goes further into the forest. So the left was a waterfall, so... I think we took the right side. I go deeper into the forest. After a while I realized I took the wrong path. Damn, I don't have a map with me. At this rate, I might end up lost if I continue. In the corner of my eye, I notice a shadow flitting through the bushes. I thought of returning, but the trail is actually a loop that leads around the monuments in the forest as well as a waterfall. Speaking of luck, even though I took a detour, I searched the lake's edge, but there is no sight of the crimson-haired man. Even the rocks that made the path towards the cave are gone. I can see the cave, but how do I get there now? The rocky face of the waterfall gives me an idea. The cave itself is not that far from the side of the lake. I can climb. I carefully balance my foot on a rock, then reach up to steady myself on a crack in the stone. I have always done well during PE. Now all that rope climbing will finally pay off. Climbing across is easy until I almost reach the cave. My arms are starting to strain and I almost lose my grip. They say for climbing rocks you should use our legs more than your arms, which I have not been doing. I may have overestimated myself. As I lean over to search for another handhold, the rock under my foot suddenly crumbles. Huh? My heart skips a beat as my fingers lose their grip, my body lurching downward. Before I know it, I'm falling into the lake. Cold water shoves into my skin like icy needles. I try to swim to the surface, but my numb arms and legs are no match for the current. It pushes me deeper into the lake. This is no good. I'm going to drown. I can barely see a thing. My lungs burn for air as everything goes black. When my consciousness returns, there is solid ground under me. Rather than the sensation of floating, slowly open my eyes. Judging from the rocky ceiling, I'm in the cave. I sit up abruptly, surprised by my surroundings. How did I get here? As I look around, my chest starts to ache. I start coughing. I remember falling into the lake and almost drowning. Someone must have saved and carried me here. The mossy walls of this place are not like the dripping darkness of the cave behind the waterfall. And speaking of dripping, I notice that my clothes are totally soaked. Huh? I'm totally a mess. It's going to take a while to dry off. They're finally awake. I know that voice. It's the crimson-haired guy from yesterday. As I turn my head to look, he places his hand on my shoulder. Are you okay? I stare at him in confusion, but nod. Why are you so stubborn? I told you not to come back. You haven't explained it. My sentence is cut off midway as I start coughing again. You're lucky I was nearby. Otherwise, you would be a corpse at the bottom of that lake right now. Well, thank you. Take your clothes off. Excuse me? This is still so bad. This is still so bad. And I still need to read it more 2 times after this one. There's no way he just told me to undress. I must have misheard it. The man unwraps the sash from around his waist and takes his awari off. He throws a letter at me, and when he speaks again, his voice is a dual monotone. Wear this in the meantime. Leave your clothes to dry, or you'll catch a cold. I'll be outside. He's stoic yet considerate. I don't know what to think of him, but for now I'll just accept his apparent kindness. I roll up his awari, my eyes fixed on him as he walks away. Such a weird guy, but I think I can trust him. He did save me from drowning. I wait until he is out of sight before changing out of my clothes. When I slip into his warm awari, I notice the sense of flowers, so it smells pleasant. The piece of clothing is too big for me and also feels breezy. When I step outside, I spot a crimson-haired man sitting near a tree. He seems to be napping peacefully, almost as though he has forgotten the trouble I caused from falling into the lake. I hang my wet clothes on some tree branches to dry, then find a comfortable spot near the man to sit. I don't take you for saving me. By the way, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Iviana. Call me Zeikun if you must. We weren't supposed to meet for a second time. Zeikun opens his eyes and stares at me suspiciously. His deep purple eyes are beautiful and somehow intimidating. I have never seen anyone with such a high color. What did you come back here for? I was looking for something. You're stupider than you look. There's nothing to concern yourself with in this forest. Even if you lost something, there's no way you'd find it again. Hey, I'm not stupid, and I wasn't done talking. Zeikun closes his eyes, letting out a deep sigh. Well, stupid Iviana, you should talk less and concern yourself more with getting home. I remain speechless. He makes so many assumptions about me and never lets me finish talking. What's wrong with this guy? I've never met anyone this rude. He doesn't even know me. I sighed. I'll get straight to the point. I have my doubts about those rumors, but the fact is, a whole group of tourists went missing in the forest. Do you know anything about what happened? Zeikun's tone promptly turned sour. The demon does exist. For real? Yes, the forest is a dangerous place. Listen to the rumors and leave already. You can't tell me what to do. Besides, the forest is a public space. It is not a public space. Then, what are you doing here? What are you doing in a dangerous place like this? You're annoying. You're annoying me. Zeikun takes a deep breath and stands up. I don't think this is going anywhere. Your clothes should be dry by now. Even with this sunny weather, my clothes can't dry that fast. Zeikun takes my clothes off the tree branches and hands them over to me. Go home, don't bother me again, and don't bother me anymore. But Zeikun glares at me before turning away and walking off. I'm so frustrated that I fail to realize I'm still wearing his jewelry until he's already gone. That forgetful guy. I'll have to return this to him later. The next day. I absently gaze at the cloudy sky. Yeah, let me just check another thing to be sure that I saw it correctly. Where is it? I think I saw it correctly. 4 p.m. CEST, that's RE time, which means it's, yeah, I saw it correctly, okay. The forecast said the weather would be really bad today. Seems like heavy rain is coming. And I forgot my umbrella. I'll need to hurry home to beat the rain. I don't want to get my socks wet again.
Hey, Diviana, it's lunchtime. Are you daydreaming again?
Yes.
Share it with me.
It's not worth no mentioning.
I wish I could remember my dreams as vividly as you do.
I don't think you want to remember your nightmares.
Even if they are scary, I'd still like to know.
I laugh at Ikuya. Wait, let me grab my bento.
By the way, did you know a massive storm is heading for our village?
We haven't had one in ages. It can't be that bad.
How will I get home without getting blown away?
Don't worry, you should be fine. Its peak is late at night. Just be sure not to go out then. Ryoji, have you heard anything from your dad about the missing tourists? They've sent out some search parties, but no results so far. They've paused the investigation until the storm passes. This is random, but is there any chance of people living in the forest? Living in such a place? No. In such a place? No one's even allowed to do that.
Are you still curious about the demon, Diviana?
I was just wondering. If you ever consider exploring again, count me in.
You two are so troublesome.
We need someone to keep an eye on us. Why don't you come along, Ikuya?
I'm not a babysitter.
After sitting through the rest of our boring classes, I quickly go home. I hope we will be notified if the school closes tomorrow because of the storm. As I walk, the sky steadily grows darker. There is no doubt that it will start pouring soon. I want to go to the forest today, but it seems like I will have to give back Zeikun's Aori some other time. As soon as I reach my house, I feel the first raindrops fall on my head. I reach for the doorknob, but something feels out of place. Goosebumps rise along the back of my neck, and I glance over my shoulder to double check my surroundings. There is a single person standing in the distance. His scarf flirts out from behind him with like a scythe in the strong rays. Everything about him gives me the chills. Is he looking in my direction? I immediately avert my gaze and enter the safety of my house. Ew, that was creepy. Why was that guy standing there in the rain? Slowly and cautiously, I peeked through the curtains to check on the suspicious person, but he's gone. I prepared a hot cup of tea to settle my nerves and try to relax in the living room. The rain outside is oddly soothing, even as it spatters with increasing insistence against the roof and windows. The sudden sound of the doorbell startles me. I'm not expecting visitors. Can't be that creep. To make sure it is safe, I look through the peephole in the door. The main forest guy? Zeikun glares right through me as I open the door, his expression as dark as the black clouds. He is drenched from head to toe, wearing only a tank top and traditional pants. I guess he went through the heavy rain to get to my place. Zeikun, wasn't it? What brings you he? Give me back my awori. Right. What other reason would he have? I gesture for him to come inside so that he does not have to stand in the rain. Wait here, I left it in my room. I leave Zeikun by the front door. Whoops. I leave Zeikun by the front door and return a moment later with the awori I grabbed from my room. Here it is. Thanks for letting me borrow it. Before you go though, how did you know where I live? I know this area. Talkative as always, didn't Ryoji ask me to report odd people like Zeikun? No, I can't report him yet. I can't let him leave now. Either I'll miss my chance to get something more substantial out of him. I need a reason to make him stay. Wait, I don't think it's a good idea to go back in that heavy rain. You can wait here until it calms down. An awkward silence falls between us and as Zeikun merrily stares at me. I owe you for saving me. Zeikun snorts but steps past me into the living room. Hiding a smile, I close the door to the storm outside. He's not self-conscious in the least as he wrings his hair out, running his fingers through the long strands. I stare at his effeminate egg. My thoughts get lost for a moment. At first, you would think he is only muscular, but his scars are more noticeable. I wonder what could have carved those into his arms. With all these peculiar men showing up around my house, I better be more careful. Can't take him. I can't take on someone like him by myself. Then again, it did save me from drowning. He can't really be the one responsible for disappearing tourists, can he? As if hearing my thoughts, Zeikun glances back at me. His gaze bores into mine. It becomes awkward after a while. Should get a towel for him. After Zeikun fixes his hair and puts on his awari, he sits down on the carpet with crossed arms facing away from me. I wonder if he has not forgiven me for disturbing his peace the previous times I met him. Are you hungry? No. Are you cold? I can grab you some blankets for you. No. Are you bored? I have some fun magazines. Leave me alone. God, you're no fun. I'm not here to have fun. I need to return to the forest as soon as possible. So you're saying that staying in the forest and hiding in a cave is better than having a roof above your head? Yeah, because there aren't annoying people like you around. I need to tie my hair, I'm sorry. Where is my hair tie? Where is my hair tie? Oh, it's on the floor. My eye, my eye twitches at his answer. Keep your cool, Divyana. You have to play along if you want to dig deeper into his background. You know, it is prohibited to live in the forest. If they catch you, you might get arrested. Zeikun shrugs off my warning and stays quiet. Since you're familiar with the forest, is there any chance you saw the tourists? They've been missing for a while. If you have any information that could help, their families would be grateful. Rumors say a demon took them, but that sounds silly to me. Why do you keep asking about those tourists? Stop digging into the matter. He brushes my question off again. Talking with this guy is like cracking nuts with bare hands. His suspicious attitude and vague answers make me certain he knows something at the very least. If a direct approach does not work, I should try something different. I take a seat on the couch and keep my eyes on Zeikun. Staring contest. Stare all you want. You won't get any answers from me. I wasn't expecting to. You don't have to keep me company, you can go. I don't want to. Zeikun glances over his shoulder for a second. Just when I think he's about to say something, he looks away again. I want to know more about him, but asking might make him upset. I stare at Zeikun's clothes, hoping to find a clue about his identity. Perhaps he practiced rituals. Did I offend him by assuming he lives in the forest? Maybe I judged him too soon. Hey! I nearly jump when he starts speaking. Zeikun turns to me and looks into my eyes. Why are you so bored by the demon rumor? I don't believe the rumors, but I'm curious about what caused them. The real murderer might be using it as a cover. I want to do more research about the demon, in case they are. Perhaps I will understand their intentions as well. I have a bad feeling about his disappearance. If I don't do something, I may end up like them. I don't want to be sitting duck. What if the rumors turn out to be true? Will you regret finding the truth? Even if there is really a demon and it turns out to be the harmful, I'll do my best to stop it. Stop it? What can someone like you do? I don't think you'll be surprised by anything you find. There are negative rumors about the demon for a reason. Save yourself the hassle. You won't gain anything from knowing this. I'm going to discover the truth one way or another. Even if you know the truth, it won't change a thing. You'll just annoy the demon when you find it. I don't understand. The truth should give the investigators a better direction, shouldn't it? I'm not waiting until I'm next. I find out what's causing the disappearance and then find a way to stop them. I don't get why that upsets you, but what I do isn't up to you. Give up on. Zeikun mumbles something, but I do not hear the last few words. He lets out a soft sigh and stands up, walking to the front door. I won't keep you up anymore. Go to sleep. Without looking back at me, he steps outside and closes the door with a loud slam. What the? He left! I head through the window to watch him go. I can't see anything. Suddenly, a flash of lightning illuminates the street. In that split second, I spot an eerily familiar person standing. Hey Kiro, how are you? I spot an early familiar person standing under a streetlight. Is that creepy guy from before? He's looking in my direction. The world outside goes bright again, soon followed by a crash of thunder. I quickly close the curtains and clench my trembling hands. Before heading to bed, I make sure that everything is locked tightly. No corner of the house goes unchecked. Maybe I am overly cautious, but it is better to be safe than sorry. I feel anxious after what I saw on the streets. Despite those feelings, the sound of rain soothes me. Next day, the storm has filled the streets with puddles. It is still raining a bit, but the weather is nothing to be concerned about. Before I even start breakfast, I get a message from Mikuya saying that school is closed today. Okay, the last time I went to the mall, I wonder what I should do since I have no class. I have tests coming up, and it will be wise to spend more time studying. Mr. Blanche has recommended some books I can find at the library to catch up, so I grab the large umbrella and head there. On my way there, I noticed a new advertisement, looking for high priests to exorcise demons. Since ancient times, there has been a demon roaming in the forest. I only read the first few sentences and skim through the rest. It talks about the history of this village and other boring facts. Although the history is nothing new, I do get more interested about the priests. Perhaps there are more types of temples in this village. I should do more research about them. I can't believe they are seriously thinking of exorcising the demon. Maybe I should warn Zeikun that people are coming to drive him away. We are laughing, but we just pointed out Zeikun as a demon because it makes perfect sense. Laughing at my own thoughts, I continue walking to the library. The silence of the library is so thick, I can almost taste it. Dusty musk from so many old books floats in the air, almost entirely undisturbed in the morning light. I go to the history section and gather the books I need. This semester, our history class is focused on local legends. There are even some myths about my school, so this might be interesting to study for once. I skim to one textbook and read the chapter titles. The Temple Guardian, the School Ghost, the Kenjiri Mansion, the Forest Demon. Huh. Interesting. So, the Temple Guardian has to be Sashiro, because we know the School Ghost is related to Kurato, because was one of Kurato's old classmates that died. We saw Kurato seeing him being killed. The Kenjiri family it's probably related to Junuru, since we know Roya's last name starts with a K, and he lives on that mansion, and we know that Junuru is Roya's brother, so Junuru is probably Junuru Kiriji, or Kiriji Junuru. So the Kenjiri mansion is Junuru, and the forest demon is most certainly Zeikun. We are kinda like, that's his screaming on our face that he is the demon. Plus, when Kaishi kidnapped us, hi Effie, you, how are you? Plus, when Kaishi kidnapped us as a Shinigami, he was like stupid forest demon, and we know it was Zeikun that attacked him. So that just confirmed that Zeikun is actually a forest demon. So because we know who the school ghost is associated with. We know that Kenjiri Mansion is probably associated with Junuru because that's his family mansion. And that the forest demon is literally Zeikun. I'm assuming that the temple guardian is Sashiro. And that would be related to the something he lost. So far, I've only heard stories about the demon from my classmates. The demon goes by many names: Jukai, Achiman, Iyadoriki, and Aokigahara. As there has been no general consensus on the matter, it is most often simply referred as the demon. The demon inhabited the forest long before Nishitu was built. Oh, so the village is called Nishitu. Okay. Because the villagers disturbed the demon's home, it spread the curse over the village. Fortunately, the village managed to calm it down by sending offerings of not only food, but clothing and other trinkets. What kind of curse would the demon cast anyway? It suddenly occurs to me that Zeikun might keep the custom of offerings the book mentioned. But there is no temple in the forest, so I doubt he has such an excuse. Hey, I see you're studying hard. Oh, Lyoji, it's surprising to see you this early. School is closed today, so my club activities are cancelled too. I finally have some time to study. You don't need to study, your grades are already pretty good. You're just saying that because you want to surpass me. If you slept through the class less, you might actually have a chance. I can surpass you easily. Want to bet on who scores highest on the next exam? I may have to decline. I know history is my weakest subject. Admitting defeat so soon? I set you a challenge then. What are the stakes? I rubbed my shin and tried to think of something funny. The loser has to dress up in maid costume for one day. How does that sound? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. I'm looking forward to seeing you embarrass yourself. Prepare for your defeat, my maid. I won't lose this one. This is funny. I have to study harder to win the bet against Lyoji. While walking through the hallways, I catch a glimpse of a familiar face. A green-haired guy walks by. His face is covered in a black gas mask. What is a person like that doing at my school? Even the students around me look at him with confused expressions. Is he actually a student or an invited guest? Wow, is that an elite class member? It's so rare to see them at school. He just glared at me. His eyes are so icy it creeps me out. I noticed a cross emblem on his tie. His uniform is different from any other class, so it must be an elite. I heard they act however they want because they have their own special rules. Yeah, they don't get penalized for skipping class. Aside from Ikui's brother, this guy is the first elite student I have seen at school. It does not give me the impression they are all as attractive and intelligent as the rumor says. Well, technically, if Shane wasn't as cold as he is, and if he didn't have the style he has, he would probably have a lot of admirers. I mean, I feel like he already have a lot of admirers, but I mean, for me, the fact that he's a cold-ass person, in terms of heart, is not attractive. Because I was like, oh my god, I like him. Like, during the Zeikun's routes, we have been getting more Shane than we got in Kurato routes, surprisingly. So we end up getting to know him more and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this is really nice. I'm actually really enjoying and hoping and looking forward to read, to do his DLC because I'm actually enjoying this guy. And then he turns out to be a cold-ass person, and I was just like, you little bitch. I don't like you anymore. I thought you were nice, but you are just an asshole. So yeah. Hey, you're spacing out. Oh, Lyoji, do you know that gas mask guy? That green haired dude? If I remember correctly, his name is Shane. I think he works in the same department as my dad. He barely attends class and focuses more on work. Guess that's why you have never seen him before. It's still unfair that these elite students get away with that. Sadly, we can't change the rules. I still find that Shane guy strange. Say, Diana, have you seen any suspicious people lately? Well, this Shane guy has been walking around my neighborhood quite often lately. I think he's observing me, to be honest. It's kind of creepy. He's like a stalker. I see. Don't worry about it though. He isn't a bad guy. Shane isn't my only worry. I've been also seeing a strange person who wears traditional clothes and lives in the forest. Maybe it's one of the priests. I know there is a group of them who sometimes practice their rituals in the forest. Ah, right. Are you still thinking about the demon rumor? Nah, I'm skeptical about it. Rumors, the rumors. I need cold, hard proof to know if something is real or not. Huh, just like you. Let me know if you find something. Any clues will help a lot with the investigation. I'll do my best. After class, I go to the lockers and notice Shane standing near mine. Has he been waiting for me? The students passing by give him a wide berth, not even daring to look directly at him. Well, he has an odd aura around him. I don't stay around that guy for long either. Regardless of what Lyoji says, I can't trust this guy. What is he up to? Don't just standing around in weird places like this. I pretend not to notice him as I pack my stuff from my locker and head straight home. Another empty street, footsteps following behind me again. If there is another stalker about to confess, I'm going to report him. I casually turn my head to catch a glimpse of the person following me. It's Shane. When he comes even closer, I notice something sticking out from his belt. I cannot see it clearly, but it looks like he hilt of a knife or something similar. I do not remember seeing him with anything like that at school. Was he planning on was it planning on ambushing me the whole time? No, Diana, don't jump to conclusions. Shane's icy blue eyes are locked on me as he approaches. I can't handle another second of this. I don't know what he wants with me, but I'm not going to wait and find out. The moment I turn a corner and break his line of sight, I start running. After a few blocks, I stop behind the thick trunk of a tree to catch my breath. When I peek around it, he is not in sight anymore. Phew! I hope I never see him again. I turn back and suddenly someone is standing in front of me. Oh my! You ran from me. Why are you following me? I'm an investigator. I've been assigned as your private guard. Wait. What? I thought you were planning on to kill me. That weapon on your belt. Shane raises his eyebrows, looks down at where I pointed. This? It's my gun. I rarely pointed at civilians. Phew, thank goodness. I saw a few days ago. Have you been watching me this whole time? Yes. Couldn't you have told me? You creeped me out. Back on being creepy. Still, I'm relieved to know we are on the same side. I guess Lyoji was right. Thanks for keeping an eye out for me, but don't get too close. Keep some distance, okay? I don't have a good experience with people walking behind me. As we walk further, it does as I ask. Even though I understand his motives now, it still feels weird. What would people even think if they saw us like this? Never mind, we should walk together. We're both students after all. Gesture at Shane to come closer, but it does not budge. We don't have to act like strangers anymore. My name is Viviana, and I'm a second year. I already know everything about you. Like what? I'm Shane, elite class student. He dodges my question, huh? There are many things I want to ask him, but it does not look like a talkative one. Even so, I better give it a try instead of walking in silence. I don't remember what I did last time. Why are you guarding me? Who told you to keep an eye on me? It's obvious. People have been disappearing recently. The local police assigned private cars to a number of people. Good to hear that you guys take fast action, but just a number of people and not everyone? Your neighborhood is at high risk. Shane gives a brief explanation but does not go in detail. A bit later, we reach my place. Shane tells me to stay home as much as possible. This way, it will be easier for him to keep an eye on me. He also tells me that he is guarding other people at the same time. As I am the only student under his wing, he has no choice but to follow me to school every weekday. Feels like I'm the sheep to his sheep herd. Honestly, I want to take part of the investigation too, but it does not look like Shane will give me a chance. Before going to bed, I take a look outside of my window. Shane has not moved from his spot the whole evening. It looks like he will be staying until the next morning. Poor guy. His job must be tough. Does he not sleep at all? For the next few days, Shane follows me whenever I go out. It is annoying, but I soon get used to it.
Hey, Diviana, I have something important to ask.
He pulls me closer, glancing around in case someone might hear us. What is it so urgent?
Did you know you've got a new stalker?
Huh? Who?
That scary person over there.
She looks over at Shane, who is standing further away from us.
For some reason, he has been appearing at school lately, and he's always standing outside our class. My gut feeling tells me he's stalking you. Let me make it clear to him that you're not interested.
No, he's not. Before I can explain, Ikuya is already stepping towards Shane. This is a misunderstanding. I have a bad feeling about it. She clenches her fists as she walks, a picture of confidence until she freezes and looks back at me like a frightened puppy. Immediately, she runs back without finishing her objective.
Tifiana, he's scary. But you haven't attracted so many weird guys.
Ask them, not me. She pouts at the ground and begins toying with her hair self-consciously. I cannot help but pat her head. Oh, Ikuya, it's okay. That guy is my private guard. His name is Shane, and he's both an elite student and an investigator. The streets are dangerous, so he's been assigned to guard the people. He may not look like it, but he's a good guy.
Really?
Liaji would know more about it. Either way, don't worry.
I Even if Liaji is okay with this creepy guy, I don't trust him.
Class is about to start, but the teacher wants to announce something first. His expression is unusually tense. Dear students, I don't know how much you have kept up with the news, but I'd like to stress something important. The streets are dangerous at night, so be sure to stay at home for your own safety. What's going on? There is a serial killer in our village. 5 deaths have been reported and many people are still missing. No way! Who in this village would do such a thing? Maybe it's one of the outsiders. Thank you for the care package, Kobe. Be prepared. Tonight, tonight, they will get into your room and... Everyone, please stay calm. Nothing has been confirmed about the identity of the killer, so don't jump to any unnecessary conclusions. The class becomes restless after this announcement. Everyone exchanges their thoughts. Say, Leo, do you know what's truly going on? I knew you would ask me first. The police have found a few clues, but so far they lead nowhere. This is one of the toughest investigations we've ever dealt with. Only the perpetrators and victims know the truth. The rest of us can only guess what's on their minds. Our crew has never dealt with a perpetrator like this. It might take a while to solve this case. Is there any solid evidence? My dad suspects there might be multiple people pulling the strings. We should be more careful. Shane told me that private cars are being assigned to the people in the village. Couldn't they have sent a notice first? I thought someone was stalking me. The killer must be extremely dangerous for them to make such a move, right? Yes, multiple disappearances in a week. We don't know how to make them stop. As class carries on, my classmates continue to chat among themselves. I catch a few conversations about people who heard strange noises in their neighborhood. Some even point as possible suspects without good reasons. After class, I meet up with Shane outside the school so we can walk home together. Shane, did anything happen last night? No. I wonder if he's tired from staying up all night. I cannot tell while he's wearing that mask. Oh no, I forgot my homework. In my locker. Will you mind if I go back for a moment? Go ahead. I'll be back soon. It is oddly quiet on my way back through the hall. After taking my stuff, I head back. An odd creature dashes by, almost cat-like, but not quite. What was that? I peer around the corner to see where it went and find the creature watching me from some distance down another hall. Its big ears and shaped like a bunny's, but its long legs are like a cat's. How did it get in the building? The creature slowly approached me and slowly jumps away. Hey, wait! Don't go yet! Out of curiosity, I decide to chase after it. I want to look at it more closely to make sure it was real. Keeping my eyes sharp, I successfully follow it all the way to the forest. Finally, it stops in front of the bushes and turns to me. There, I don't want to hurt you. As if it understands my words, it hops towards me. I reach out my hand to pet its head. The fur feels soft and like silk. I'm curious about something. Since Kurato is cursing and everything, for example, is curse. How do I say this? Like, you know how in Brave, Merida's mother starts losing her humanity? Does that happen with Kurato while he gets to be the bunny? Like while in bunny form, starting to lose his humanity? I'm curious about that. Oh my, you're so cute. You remind me of a rabbit I used to have. Both of its tails bob happily. It seems this creature is real, and after all. Did I discover a mutated cat? The creature stares at me with sparkling eyes and suddenly jumps into my arms. Wait, I don't have food or anything. Don't cling on to me. Your fur tickles. Anyway, did you lose your owner? I have to bring you back. They must be worried. After hearing that, the creature jumps out of it into the bushes. Did it get scared or something? I can't chase it further. Interesting creature, I thought. It does not take long before I realize that Shane is still waiting for me. I run back to school before he can start worry. Between dinner and the new information on local crime, I find it hard to concentrate on my homework. When I start to think about history, my mind goes straight to the forest even before derailing completely. The news shifted from the missing tourists to disappearances of the villagers. While most news articles focus on the investigations, there is an increasing number of exorcists. I do not understand why the demon has anything to do with it. The homework still needs to get done, so I do my best to finish it before heading to bed. But okay, I'm all. Before I know it, I fall asleep. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. It is bitterly cold, all over my body. I want to turn my body, but a firm hand stops me with a squeeze. Something is wrong. I remember that I closed the window. It should not be possible to feel the wind in my room. Damn, I thought that you were asleep. A deep voice startles my eyes open. As the numbness of sleep slowly dissipates, I realize that I am being held aloft in someone's arms. We should have gotten a picture of like Kaichi holding us princess-like with his wings. I shove my bangs from my face, but the wind whips my hair back. What is going on? Let me go! Don't scream unless you want me to drop you. Ignoring the warning, I scream around, but the man's grip on me is like steel. I cannot wiggle myself free. My eyes are still bleary, but I can see the night sky above me filling with bright stars. Down below us, tiny lights are scattered across the darkness. Suddenly I realize they are houses and street lamps. I'm flying. Wait, what? I look at the person who is holding me, but it is too dark to see. You're the kidnapper! I am being kidnapped! Oh my goodness! Take me back home or things won't end well for you. Could you shout any louder? I should have taped that annoying human mouth shut. I continue screaming at him. You're going to pay. Without thinking, I raise my fist to give him my best hit when something like the scream of a firework sounds from below. The man carrying me loses his balance as a blinding ball of light rushes over our heads. We are nearly sent into a stomach-curdling spin for but he regains his momentum. What? Another flash of light barely misses us, then another and another. Damn you, forest ogre! We manage to dodge a few more attacks, but it is not long before one of them grazes the man's arm. He grunts in pain, shuddering until his grip on me gives up completely. My heart skips when I glance at the ground below. Wait, if he drops me? I desperately cling onto him, but my hands slide down what feels like a shirt until there is nothing but hair against my fingers.
What the heck?
The last I see of my kidnapper is a massive silhouette of his wings against the sky. My stomach seems to turn upside down as I fall, rapidly approaching the lake below. I hit the water with a painful splash. A moment later, I sink like a rock. Speaking of luck, pain travels throughout my entire body, but I push myself to swim to the surface, then crawl out of the water. The lake was deep enough to soften my fall, but I am sure my body is bruised all over. I drop onto the grass and gasp for breath. My wet clothes stick to my skin, but it is not cold. Adrenaline pumps through my veins, making my arms and legs tingle. I try to put together what just happened. Wow, that could have been my end. I can't believe I got out alive. That truck just dropped me mid-air. Who was that guy who carried me? Did he have wings? Close my eyes as exhaustion starts to settle me in. The grass feels very nice. No, I can't stay here. I need to move. Kidnapper might come back for me. Before I even catch my breath, I suddenly lift up my two strong arms and turn over a broad shoulder. The second I see a long crimson braid, I recognize who it is. Zeikun? You can't sleep here. You need to go, now. Wow! Holding me tightly, Zeikun dashes through the dark forest. Even with the weight on his shoulder, he moves incredibly fast, like a blade cutting through water. I can barely see where we are going, but it is an idea. But it is no use to complain. Try to ask Zeikun where we are heading, but I doubt he can hear me with the wind rushing past us. I cannot see anything in the darkness, but I will not be surprised if we end up with the other side of the forest with this braid on this pit. After a while, Zeikun stops and roughly puts me down. Stumbling on my feet, I try to find my balance. Despite being lightheaded, I can make out that we are in the cave. What were you running for? You were being chased by a Shinigami. It takes a few seconds for me to process his words. Shinigami are also known as dead gods in myths. Their existence is like bedtime story, but Zeikun is not the sort of person to joke about such things. The one who kidnapped me was a Shinigami? You're so slow. At any rate, we'll be safe here for now. Why would a Shinigami kidnap me? If my time was up, you could simply brought a message. Thanks for saving me. I was just passing by. You're lucky I found you. They will come after you again. Good luck, because I don't know if I'll be there to save you next time. This suddenly coldness makes me freeze. It's the second time Zeikun saved me from the brink of death. Twice is too often to be a coincidence. I look outside the cave. There is no chance I can find my way home in this darkness. I do not even know where Zeikun has taken us. Hey, you should let me out of this forest. I don't know the way home. You should stay here for tonight. But if you'd rather jump into that Shinigami's arms, be my guest. Zeikun leaves me no choice, but I guess I'll spend this night in the cave. I sit down and lean against a rocky wall. Several uneven rocks poke my back and the floor is cold. Suddenly, warmth covers my body as Zeikun blends me his aura. Aren't you cold? My body isn't tiny and fragile like yours. I won't freeze. My surprise, he sits beside me, pulling me close so that I am leaning on his shoulder. I thought you'd leave me alone here. Zeikun only answers me with silence. His words contradict with his actions. I can't tell what he's thinking, what he thinks of me. I am glad he didn't mock me this time. It wasn't my fault for ending up in the forest again. Will I be able to sleep in such a place though? His body is warm. This might be not so bad. Thank you for saving me. I'm lucky that you always happen to be there when I am in a pinch. This might be a strange guess, but were you the one who shot the flashes of light? We were right above the forest, and there wasn't anyone else around. You must be a forest keeper. It should have been obvious, but I was looking too much into the other rumors. I'm not going to bother you anymore. You're forgiven. I did not expect those words from him. I cannot help but smile. Before I know it, I fall asleep peaceful. The alarm clock goes off right beside me. Startled from the sound, I almost jump out of my bed. Oh, I'm in my room. All right, it's Thursday. Not too worried for school. Immediately, I sit up and get out of bed. My body hurts too much. Okay. Where did I get these bruises from? Whatever, I need to hurry. Prepare myself for school and run off with a piece of toast in my mouth. I only breathe easy after I reach my classroom on time. Phew! My record will stay clean. I've never been late to class. Feels like I forgot something. My memories of yesterday are fuzzier at first, but they suddenly come into focus the more I concentrate. I realized that it was not a dream. The bruises and scratches on my body confirmed that I fell from the sky into the lake and slept in a cave. Did Zeikun carry me home? I don't remember anything after I fell asleep. Why was I in the lake again? Right, I was kidnapped. Shane didn't prevent anything from happening. What was he doing last night? Speaking of Shane, I haven't seen him all morning. Viviana, are you okay? I'm fine. What's with the worried expression? I heard one of our patrols went missing in your area last night. I was worried something might happen to you too. Well,
Diviana, are you right? Leo just told me the news, and I was so worried. You arrived later than usually, I thought.
No worries, I'm totally alive and kicking, you see? Oh, my arm.
Your arm?
I just bumped into something and bruised it.
Girl.
It is a bad excuse. I'm surprised my friends actually believe me. Okay, hugs me while Yoshi pats my back. I appreciate their concern for me, but sometimes they can overdo it. I want to tell them about my failed kidnapping, but they're already fussing so much. Besides, being carried by a winged guy sounds crazy. I'm not sure if they'll believe me. Really? You saw that yesterday? Yes, it was a huge crow flying really low. Giant crow? You must have been drunk, girl. More importantly, why were you out that late? I just came back from a party. Can't I have some fun once in a while? I catch a conversation of two classmates behind me. Though the details are vague, I have a feeling it's about the Shinigami who kidnapped me last night. Although, was it really a Shinigami? I don't really, I don't remember his face, but I do remember the giant wings on his back. Creatures like Tango have wings too. It could be the one behind those kidnappings. Ah, I missed the chance to identify him.
Where is your scary guardian?
Do you mean Shane? Now that you mention, I haven't seen him today. Say, Leoji, was Shane the investigator who went missing? I've not been told who, but I'm sure it was someone investigating our area. Shane told me he kept an eye on multiple residents. He might have been the only one guarding my neighborhood. I cannot imagine something happening to him. After class, I wait for Shane, but it does not show up. I decide to walk home alone. It's not like I miss Shane. It makes no difference whether he's here or not. He's always been quiet. Whatever he is, though, I hope he's alright. I make it home late in the afternoon. My thoughts go to the Shinigami from last night. Since he failed to take me once, he might try again. I know that the villagers are taken by random. I cannot believe my turn is so soon. I have to be more careful. I do not have Shane to rely on now. Dead God or not, I won't let myself get kidnapped. If it shows up again, I'm going to be prepared with a surprise on my own. I try to gather any information about tools that I can find of demons and Shinigami. Though I previously disregarded their existence, I have no choice but to believe in them after witnessing one firsthand. The book I borrowed about a demon was a legend about warding of evil spirits. Apparently, natural water can be consecrated by saying an old prayer. I make the most I can out of some tap water and recite the prayer over it. I do not know if it is effective, but it is worth a try. Shinigami, I won't let you take me again. Lay down in my bed, pretending to be asleep. Nothing happens for the next few hours. I usually fall asleep quickly, but the thought of being kidnapped is all I need to stay awake. Zeikun said the Shinigami would come again, but maybe he was wrong. I'll go to sleep. At that moment, my blanket is pulled aside slowly. The second I feel a hand touching my arm, I sit up and brandish my makeshift talisman for protection. A blond guy stands near my bed, his eyes gleaming back at me with the dark mischief of a cat, with its prey already in its claws. When Diti came in, I didn't hear him at all. His physique matches what I remember from the shadow I saw. He looks handsome for a serial killer. Ah, Diviana, You went to the trouble of preparing for me? I'm flattered. Who are you? Why are you here? I'm a demon, but you can just call me Kaishi. You are just a Shinigami, right? I don't think my time has come just yet. You're a special one. Keep your sweet lines. They won't work on me. You should be honored that I came here to take your soul personally. Not everyone gets his chance. I had to do my business with you somewhere else last night because someone was watching. But today we're alone. Like you, right? So you're the one responsible for all those missing people. All those missing people? I only took one a few days ago. Kashi shrugs and crosses his arms. I'm the only Shinigami in this village. No one else should be intervening in with my job. If what Kashi says is true, then it could only mean that there is more than one culprit. This complicates murders and disappearance. I'm not familiar with your job, but don't touch the villagers. They are innocent, so don't randomly take them to hell. Kashi chuckles at my request and steps closer. Adorable. I'm almost tempted to listen. He lowers his voice into an uneasy murmur, even as his eyes start to glow red. He tries to make a move. I swing my arm and to hit him. Catches me by the wrist, keeping me in place as he leans towards me. With him so close, I realize just how tall he is. If you behave, I'll try to be gentle. It doesn't change the fact you're going to do something against my will. I raise my leg to kick him, but he reflects the attack with a swat from his free hand. No matter how hard I try to tug myself away, the grasp does not budge. It is for your own good. What have I done wrong? It's not about doing wrong. That comes for everyone. Just believe me when I say this is better than the many alternatives in store for you. I value my life. Give up on convincing me. His hand tightens painfully on my wrist as he leans close enough for me to feel his breath. Swiftly, I take a small bottle off my pocket and uncork it with my teeth. I splatter him with the holy water within, soaking the better part of his face. What is this? Now I'm wet. Jeez, you sure have guts? Now you're going to pay for this. At that moment, the door of my room bangs open and someone rushes inside. I cannot even turn my head before a gunshot shatters away hair. Kaishi immediately lets me go and steps back, a dark hole in his arms. Oddly, he is not bleeding. Shane stands between us before either of us can react. Shane, what he is... Wait, he is... Questions later. The bodyguard is back. Kaishi's shoulders shake with silent laughter. I'll come back some other time. I don't feel like dealing with you now. Shane launches another shot, but within a second, she vanished in black smoke, leaving no trace behind. Coward, running away without a fight. Shane lets out a disappointed sigh, hiding his gun under his jacket. What's wrong with you? You fired at him when I was only an inch away. Could have easily been hurt or worse. So much for being grateful. How did you manage to get in? Window trick? Don't you want to know what happened here? No need. As typical of his cold self, he does not pay further attention to me as he turns around to leave. Where were you today? I didn't see you on patrol. When I heard an investigator had gone missing, I got worried about you. Shane stops at the door and looks over his shoulder. That's my partner. He went missing a few days ago. No one else noticed. When I found him unconscious, I knew someone had knocked him out for a reason. Looks like the reason was you. Someone else will be appointed to this area. I have business elsewhere. After that brief explanation, he turns his back to me and leaves. That had gotten too close for comfort. With Shane's devil-may-care attitude and his partner getting knocked out by Kaishi, I realized I need to try harder to protect myself. A week has passed by. Like Shane had said, an investigator was assigned to guard my neighborhood. It does not do much other than pretend to be a random passerby. Shane was not particularly good at hiding his presence, but his replacement is even worse than him at it. Nothing has happened in my neighborhood for the past week, but people are still going missing in other parts of the village. Fortunately, Kaishi has not bothered me. Okay, she didn't start yet. Kaishi has not bothered me since that night. Despite that, I find it hard to fall asleep at night. I wonder what Shane is up to. There are so many things I want to ask him. For one, how did I see through Kaishi in one glance? I mean, I myself wasn't able to tell he was a Shinigami right away. Have they met before? While deep in thought, I accidentally bump into someone. A young boy looks at me with an annoyed expression. Sorry, I didn't see you. Wait, you look familiar. The boy looks surprised for a second, then averts his gaze. And there he goes running. Quickly the boy moves on without looking back. I cannot let this go. My gut feeling tells me to follow him. Hey, what is an elementary school kid doing here? Shh! Don't say that to an elite class student. Look at his uniform. An elite class student? Since they all wear different uniforms, I didn't recognize him at first. The rumors don't match his appearance, but he looks good. He went back to his classroom. I can't enter that room without an excuse. I might catch him later, though. During lunch break, I overhear an interesting conversation. Did you see that advertisement about expelling demons? I heard the pay is great, so I'm going to apply for that. Do you have any experience? My family owns a shrine, and I'm familiar with rituals and spells. Should be a piece of cake for me. Watch me save this village. What if the demon isn't behind those missing people? While chewing on a piece of bread, I glance at two nearby students. The police haven't found any clues in weeks. This has to be the work of a demon. Nobody has ever seen it. What would make you so special? But I saw something strange moving through the forest yesterday. It had huge horns and made loud noises. Are you sure it wasn't a deer or something? You are making me sound like a fool. Unless you have proof, I can't help it. My classmates are too focused on rumors. My theory is that someone is using the rumors as cover.
Hi, Diviana.
There you are, Ikuya. Where's Lyorji?
Lyorji is busy with his present duties. I don't think he will join us for lunch.
I see. It's fine. Ikuya glances at the two classmates who are discussing the rumors.
They're still talking about the forest demon?
I know, right? They shifted all the blame on it.
What? If it decided to leave the forest and become a village demon? It could have evolved and hidden itself among us in disguise.
Should join Lyorji's group as a detective. We'll have every possibility fleshed out.
I don't think he wants me to help. After all, he only asked you to keep an eye on suspicious people.
Are you jealous?
Of course not.
Right. It's better for you to stay safe. If you ever find someone suspicious, inform Ledger or me.
I...
No vague stories about demons and other folk tales.
Okay.
After school, I head straight home. I happen to bump into a familiar face, someone that I have not seen for a week. Hi Shane, how are the investigations going? I'm not taking applications for a new partner. I was just curious. I want to thank you again for that day you saved me from the Shinigami. Just doing my job. It seemed like you were familiar with those kind of creatures. Are there more of them in the village? I think that I found the right person for information. Shane does not look like he solves ordinary cases. Before I can even ask, Shane answers my unspoken question. There is a demon island in the forest, but I have not yet located them. Then those missing tourists really were taken by the demon? I don't think that case is worth looking into anymore. What do you mean? A civilian like you will find nothing. I've been thinking a lot, if the tourists that they say they went missing, if they weren't in fact the zombies that we heard that came to our village and starting to make everyone a zombie. I'm curious if that is the case and Shane ended up being the one taking them down because they are supernatural, you know. Or if they were again tourists, but they weren't zombies, but they were another type of supernatural species where Shane again, because it's just I don't have to worry about those. I'm just did you just them and blame it on the demon? Because it feels like it. A civilian like you will find nothing. Anyway, aside from the demon, there are more otherworldly beings hiding among the villagers. My advice, don't interact with them. Even if they appear friendly, you will soon find yourself trapped in their plot. I can't even tell apart those who are different from humans. Trust your gut feeling. Are you responsible for what happened in the village recently? Some are, others aren't. I don't recommend trusting a single one of them. I must ask why he hates them so much, but he probably does not want to talk about his personal life. I thank him for his advice before we part ways. Both Shane and Zeikun have confirmed that there really is a forest demon. I'm hoping to find Zeikun again so we can talk, though I don't know where to start looking. He saved me at the lake twice, but I don't want to jump in just for the sake of summoning him. If he's always in the forest, he must have somewhere to stay. I want to figure out why Zeikun is freely walking around the forest. Even if he is a priest, no one is allowed to live here. I followed the path that we took during our field trip. The environment looks peaceful like usual. The sound of chirping birds surrounds me and even catch the sight of a fawn. I do not see anything unusual. I hear voices near me. When I turn around to look, I catch a glimpse of a crimson hair. It's Zeikun. But what is he doing? Sir? Are you sure that you saw this man near the waterfall? That's what I've been telling you. Stop wasting time on this man. He's just trying to talk his way out. It is my brother we are talking about. This man might know what happened to him. Act professional. We are on duty to keep people away from the forest. You can't actually stop people from entering the forest. You have to shut down the rumors first. I don't need you telling me how to do my job. I can't believe that my brother disappeared. There must be another lead. I told you the spirits took him away. I'm done with this nonsense. Let's arrest him for trespassing. Wait. I watched the investigators discuss the matter among themselves. When Zeikun is about to walk away, they shift their attention. The woman wants to go after Zeikun, but the man asks to let him go off, which immediately they leave him alone. I follow Zeikun quietly until he stops at a small clearing, then duck into some bushes and watch him closely. He crouches down and starts to bury something. Whatever it is seems to be mostly buried already, so I cannot make out what it might be. Once it is finished, he wipes his forehead and hurries off. Out of curiosity, I go to check the spot. Using a branch, I poke at the loose dirt and start to dig until I uncover something. I think okay. I'm gonna end here. Because I was waiting for someone to start. Let me switch screens. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to increase the audio here. Ari is already on, so we are going to raid her, even though she is on the starting sun screen. But yeah. Congrats on 3 years. Party hat. So here's the red message for everyone. And we're raiding Arita. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who joined me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Eri, for the raid. Thank you, Oni, for the beats. Thank you, Aggie, for the resub and gift subs. And thank you, Effie, for the resub. Thank you for the follows as well. I will continuing playing Dark Knights in 2 weeks. We'll try to get the second dead ending. And yeah, it's all for this week. Please celebrate Ari's 3 years of streaming. She's an awesome person and streamer. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone joining today. I really appreciate it. And see you next week. Bye bye!